Hello, my marvellous sausages, and it's finally here. The Witch Queen has dumped in our laps, and my god, there's so much stuff to do. I can't believe it. It's fantastic. It's so good to start on something fresh and big, and the game already feels changed. Now, what I'm going to do with this video is I'm just going to go over all the kind of changes we got in the tower area, and any quests you might not be aware of that are popping up, and everything that's kind of changed without giving any story away. I'm not going to do any story stuff whatsoever. Now, just to give you an idea of where I am, I've bought, well, I'm on the tower, obviously, but I bought the Witch Queen Deluxe Edition, so that's where I am. I've got the Season Pass, I've got the premium thing unlocked as well. I've done the first 2 missions of the Witch Queen, which is ridiculous, and it took me 2 hours. They were fantastic, so I can't wait to carry on playing those. And I'm at the stage where I'm about to start the Season of the Risen. There's a message or a meetings I've got to give with Zavala and Keitel in the tower hangar here. So that's the point of the game that I'm at. And of course, as you can see, I'm in my dreadful robes, which must mean it's the beginning of a new season and expansion. Excellent! I look like someone who's fallen through a jumble sale while swallowing a Prit stick. Next, let's pop and look at Master Rahool, because he is now our main material exchanger. So let's have a little look at this fellow here and what he can do. Well, first of all, look, he's going to give us an umbral engram, which is nice. It tells you the war table is capable of focusing umbral engrams through a series of lenses and suggests you try focusing one yourself. He graciously hands you an umbral engram. So focus umbral engrams to choose their contents at the war table in the helm. So that's what that is for. I've got loads of them here, and here's my seasonal focusing new quest at the war table in the helm. It's fascinating. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you old Master Rahool here is because he's our new exchange person. Bugger all about the spider so far, but there we go. Let's have a little look here. So we've got, if you've pre-ordered, we've got the criticality of quickness Sparrow. I'm going to pick that up. Thanks very much. That's very, very nice. Now, here's the exchange. So what we've got is Glimmer, the legendary shards, Etheric Spiral, that's very handy, and Dusklight shards. And here, of course, you've got your normal material exchange here as well, which changes on a daily basis, no doubt, as it did with Spider. And then we've got a material exchange for enhancement prism. So we've got 10 enhancement cores, 25 Dusklight shards for that one, and 10,000 Glimmer, Glacial Stalwart there. And we've got an Ascendant shard as well. And then finally, we've got these down here, special orders. So we've got 400 legendary shards here for the enhancement prisms. Let me just buy I know it's 400, but I'm going to buy them for you so you can see what's going on. Here we go. That was 1 enhancement prism for 400 legendary shards. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. And 30 there for an enhancement core. And then finally the Ascendant alloy. Not too sure where we're using this, to be perfectly honest, quite yet. But there we go. There is that new material with Master Rahool. Next, let's go and see Banshee, because I don't know whether or not this probably is all tied in with the Witch Queen, but he's got an exotic weapon quest here. So let's go and see what it is. Heavy does it. Cabal Tech is twice as thick as it needs to be and 3 times as heavy. Get your hands on some Cabal Tech to finish this rebuild. So this is for the Grand Overture Catalyst. Right, I'll go on to this in a minute. The Grand Overture is one of the new exotic weapons. Let's pick that up. It's a catalyst. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. Now, I've started ranking up with Banshee here already because I've been deleting loads of stuff in my vault just to get some level ups and see what's going on with him. So let's just cash these in here. They're coming in at 1371 already, which is interesting. That's a new fusion there. And we've got a, what have we got there? We've got a shotgun called the Rangenhild D. Now, you might have noticed that one of them came in with a red line around it, or a red box around it. That means it can be attuned, and we can suck stuff out of it to use on the weapon upgrade table, or the weapon forging table, you know, that's just turned up in the game. Right, let's continue on with him. So what have we got? We've got our legendary engram. So here's all his rewards for the various ranks, and then here's all his bounties too. So we'll just pick some of these up as well. See, it says Gunsmith rank progress on the bottom. So these now are going to be doubly important for getting... Do we get enhancement cores still as well? That's excellent. Let's have a little look here at the upgrade modules. I'm going to buy a few of these. I'm going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll buy a few anyway. There we go. Let's have some of them. Thanks very much. That's good. And then let's go on to the second page. And sure is weapons to purchase. Look, so obviously they're going to be cycling round. Now we've got a couple of Witch Queen ones here as well. So we've got a few interesting perks on them too. We've got the Snorri FR5. We're not going to have any information on these babies because no one's had it yet. But we've got Omelon Fluid Dynamics. This weapon has increased reload speed and stability for the top half of the mag. Interesting. Frenzy, we know that. Firmly planted. Ionized battery, arrowhead, break, extended barrel. So there we go. That's quite interesting for a new fusion there. We've got a Redback 5SI sidearm. What have we got here? That looks like the surrounded icon, doesn't it? But it's called a Viced Stinger. Damaging an enemy with this weapon has a small chance to reload the magazine and increase movement speed while aiming down sights. Bows receive faster draw speed and swords receive faster charge rate while this perk is active. Really interesting. We've got subsistence there and rampage too. That's quite a nice roll. How much is that? That's not that much, is it? Go on, let's buy one. See what it's like, isn't it? And then we've got ones from Season of the Lost there as well, or that's when they were introduced. So there we go. There's the weapons this week. I'm only looking at the more interesting stuff because we've got so much to get through. Another thing to notice here with Banshee is now he's selling 4 mods on a daily basis instead of the 2, and Ada is doing the same as well. And here we are with Ada, and you can see what she's selling here. She's got submachine gun loader, shotgun scavenger, burning cells, and she's selling a utility kickstart, which is a stasis mod. Something else I've noticed is that the armors are all 48 as well. Whether that's changing next week or you've got to get it unlocked once you get to the soft cap, I don't know for the moment, but that's just something to point out. Something new I want to show you here. If you come to the Drifter and you come onto the second page, look, you can actually get the new stuff. Cool, look at it. Doesn't it look great? What have we got here? The robes. New Gambit gear, looking very sexy there, but we get Gambit engrams, look, in order to unlock these. They're not Umbrals, they're Gambit ones. It looks like the Umbrals are only used at the helm. Right, so here we are at the bazaar. Now, Ikora has got a use. Hooray! Let's go and see what she can do. Yes, she is our Void Vendor. Look, it says grow your light. So we go in there and open that up. Now, this is all to do with the new Void 3.0 subclass, okay? And you can see here that you can buy stuff off her now, because if you're a returning player, you've probably got most of these like I have here. So you can buy the various supers, look, if you haven't got them unlocked. There's 7,500 glimmer there. We've got class abilities. You can unlock them here. The 2 types of rifts, look, they're 1,000 each. We've got the melees, or melees, yes, I know, 3 grand. And then we've got the movement, the jumps. So you've got blink, balance glide, and the burst glide and the strafe glide. And then we've got the grenades. And look at all the different types of grenades we've got. Now you notice I've got 3 of them, but I haven't got the others. So let's buy them. So I've got my Void Spike grenades. Let's buy them. Meditate to receive a new subclass ability. That's quite interesting. To unlock your new ability, you must commune with the light. Interact with the meditation device nearby, holding square. There it is! Oh, it's being used! So we go here and meditate. And there we go. We got the Void Spike Grenade. So then you can just kind of do this for every single one, I suppose. Let's go back in and see if we can do another one. Void Wall!
Then take it.
So can I just buy them all then? Let's just buy them all. 3 grand each, 3 grand, and another 3 grand there. Let's do them all in one go. If I do this, will it do it all 3? Aye, there we go. So you can just buy them all at once and do them all at once there. So that means I've unlocked all those grenades for me Guardian. And while we're here, let's have a quick look at Void 3.0. It's exactly the same as the stasis setup. So you can pick your rift, your jump. We've got a new melee attack here. We've only got 1 at the moment called Pocket Singularity. And it's brilliant. And then we've also got Scatter Grenade as well. And you can change all the different grenades there. Look, let's try a Suppressor Grenade next time. see what happens. Here's your aspects with the 2 different slots. I've currently got Child of the Old Gods in there for the Void Soul, which is great, and I've also got Chaos Accelerant there, but there is one more, which is one, the Feed the Void look. Defeat your target with the Void ability to activate Devour. Then all the fragments are there as well, but there are some... Now I assume, what have we got here? That's Echo of Expulsion, I've got them in there. Yeah, but then, what's that one I've got? Echo of Undermining and Echo of Dilation. Echo of Dilation... Echo of Instability, not yet unlocked, not yet unlocked, not yet unlocked, and there's one more on the end there as well, not yet unlocked, Echo of Starvation. So we do have a bit of work to do with the fragments there, and then you can change what type of super you're going to use. So you've got your Nova Warp there for piddling around the place, and then you've got the Nova Bomb Vortex and the Cataclysm for the big explosion, which is what I always go for, which is very exciting. Hawthorne's remaining much the same with the clan bounties here and the raid banners. These things featuring a lot more in the game than they were before. Believe me, I've been using them quite a bit throughout just the first 2 opening missions. So it's probably worth stocking up on these babies, if you'd ask me. Let's just get 10 here for 30 legendary shards. Oh, actually, let's get another 10. Excellent. I also want to show you here as well the exotic archive, the Monument to Lost Lights, mainly because we've got a few extra weapons chucked in here. Now, there doesn't seem to be anything different for these 3 here, but if we have a little look at the Beyond Light exotics, we've now got the Aega's Scepter there, and we've also got the Lorentz Driver 2. Oh, and the Cryosthesia there as well. So there's those 2, that's from each of the seasons. And then in the Legacy gear, we've got quite a lot more weapons here. So you can see we've already got the Felwinter's Lie and the Adored and all that, but there's a Salvage's Salvo, Null Composure, and the Ascendancy Rocket Launcher is in there. Checking in with Amanda, but nothing special for us there. You get your Twitch Prime gear there, your Amazon Prime gear from her there, just in case. And now this is the opening mission for the Season of the Risen. So then after the cinematic, we're dumped back in the Helm look, and everything's closed, nothing's opened. Wayfinder's Come Pass is buggered off. We've also, you know, we've got our vault and we've got our post box there as well. Logo Septic One Eye's buggered off in there, so all we've got left is the war table and well, what actually looks like, if you look at those there, they're our bloody artifact, aren't they? Yes, they are, look. It's a synaptic spear. Isn't that pretty similar, wouldn't you say? But after you have a few brief interludes speaking to Keitel and Saladin, here is our war table for this season. We've got the upgrade screen here, which seems to unlock each week. We've got 2 levels, armor decoding clearance, throne world surveillance, green throne world activities and campaign missions grant bonus psychogenic intel. So these are both unlockable here after getting an insight, must be from doing the seasonal activity. And then all of these, look, they're all locked. Week 2, week 2, week 3, week 3, 4, and 5. So lots of stuff to unlock here. There's also bounties as well, which we can pick up, of course. And then we've got the Umbral engrams to focus. So we can't really do those yet, can we? Because we've got to get them as rank rewards. But on the second page, look, we've got a decoding screen. So we can decode worldly armor here. We can't see what's in them, unfortunately. I'd love a preview button, but they don't bloody do it. And then we've got Umbral focusing armor look. So we need Risen Umbral energy and an Umbral engram in order to unlock these babies. So these are the seasonal armor pieces. And here are the seasonal weapons as well. And they need an Umbral engram and Risen energy too. 9 there. 9 for the weapons. And it's only 1 for the armor. So there we go, there's our seasonal vendor. Nice, eh? Here is the new director, which is very lovely and clean to look at, isn't it? And things have shifted about a bit. So we've got the Dreaming City up here. Tangleshore's just completely gone. Nothing at all being told about it. We've still got Eternity. Nessus has moved over here. The moon is over here. We've got Savathûn Throne World here. So if you go and have a little look in here, if you haven't played it, of course, then you don't want to look spoilery-ish. Well, sort of. There's our new vendor in here as well, which you can see by the landing zone, but I'm not going to show you the vendor or anything like that because it's pretty cool. And this is the Enclave as well, and this is where we forge our weapons. It's our Mars base of operations here, and Ikora is there 2, but that's all you've got of Mars. You can't go around exploring it. It's just there in the Enclave. And from this map for Savathun's Throne World, you can replay some of the missions. You go to Classic Look, and then you can just pick which mission you want to do. I've only done 2, the Arrival and the Investigation, but you can pick them to play from there. Very interesting. Or you can do the Legendary version as well, which is, you know, well, look at that. Bloody hell, there's all the mods. Fire Pit, Galvanized, Legendary, Metal, and a Challenge awaits. So there we go, level 1360 it says though, so, you know, I might be able to have a go at that, but it's the bloody modifiers that make it tricky, doesn't it? Yes. And then finally, I've brought us here to the Cosmodrome, because if we go and see Shohan, he should have, there we go, he's got a new exotic quest for us. Rewards, sweet business. So this is actually for the new lights. Defeat foes of the Traveller wherever they are found. That's quite interesting, isn't it? There's 7 steps to it, and the quest reward is the sweet business. Well, there we go. That's fantastic, isn't it, if you want a sweet business? But I thought it was for a new exotic. But never mind, that's for the new lights, and that is a free exotic for you. Marvellous. My God, that was a lot of stuff to show you, and there's still so much more to do, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview of what's changed in the tower and anything that might be of interest to you. Oh yes, and I think I'm going to do a follow-up video on all the new ornaments and all the things like that we've got in the Eververse, because it's too much to fit into one video. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.